Okay, guys, have you ever woken up from a dream and felt like you've learned something, like when they download in the Matrix?
A new skill?
Yeah, because I had something like that happen to me recently, and I was wondering if it was a universal experience among the four of us.
You have to tell us what you learned.
Yeah, can you explain your dream?
No. I think I want to get your vibe first.
I'm more
you ever
suspicious.
wake up knowing kung fu?
I've had dreams where in the dream I've had an epiphany or an idea.
That's more of what this is. That would have been a better setup for that.
Yes.
I for sure had those things where I've had a dream and I go, this isn't the best idea I've ever had in my whole life. And then I wake up, and as I'm kind of like rousing, I'm thinking like, don't forget it, because this is going to be life-changing for me. And then by the time I'm brushing my teeth, I realize it's A, not a good idea.
Yeah.
2, 1,000 people have already done it. And 3, I've kind of already forgotten what most of the details were, how to make it a reality.
Exactly the same thing has happened to me multiple
Yes.
times.
Well, let me know if this is one of those things.
Okay.
Because I woke up. I woke up knowing in my bones, knowing that Kindergarten Cop is a better movie than Terminator 2.
Wow.
And
This is perfectly aligned with what I think you're describing.
And I didn't know what to do with that information, but I was like, everyone needs to know this.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking through it, and I'm like, am I right?
When did you, at what point in your day, did you realize, number one, you were probably a little fuzzy on the details of the why, right? Because in your dream, it was certain.
Yeah.
You knew. But then you wake up and you go, well, all right, so why was it? Why did I think that? and then the passion for it kind of fades out. When did you realize you were wrong?
I still haven't realized I'm wrong. I was just wondering, let me put it to a vote. What do we all think?
Is Kindergarten Cop better than Terminator 2? No.
I'm sorry.
It's not.
I'm sorry, Dream Zach.
Elyse?
It's great.
The last 2 4th of Julys, for some reason, I've watched Kindergarten Cop, even though it's not a movie that's a summer movie at all. It's set during the school year.
Mm-hmm.
That movie is way darker than it should be.
What a tonal shift.
Mhm.
It's like, it's him with cute little kids, and then there's murder, and then there's drug overdoses,
Mm-hmm.
and they show the bodies.
Show the bodies.
They get a close up on the bodies. And then Ivan Reitman holds your head close to the screen and he says, look at the bodies.
I mean, the title does say it all. It has kindergarten, which is true, and then cop, and you're dealing with cop stuff.
You're
So
right.
it's 50-50.
Well,
Whereas like Terminator
He's not a
2,
kindergarten cop. He's not a cop for kindergartners.
At some point, he is.
Yeah, he is.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1. You got the whistle.
And he beats up that abusive dad.
yeah. How do we feel about that? Because he did get the wrong guy.
Wait, did he?
Well, no, he beats up the abusive dad, but he thought the abusive dad was the criminal he was after. And then so he started like investigating because he thought it was the criminal that he was after. But then once he finds out, he's like, he's just an abusive dad, and he beats him up.
Yeah.
I go, is that how you acquire evidence?
Well, I think once he knew that that Dominic was Crisp's child,
Yeah.
that like, if there's other bad parents, I can beat those up.
You're right, James. The movie's not called Abusive Dad Cop.
Thank you.
All right.
Yeah. He should have just reported it to social services. But then the little principal.
The Little Principal.
Little
What's the
Principal.
alternate title for the
Yeah,
film?
my favorite Alfonso Cuarón
what does
movie.
it feel like to,
The Little Principal.
what did it feel like to punch that son of a bitch or whatever? And then what is she doing? Is she still around?
Elyse and I went to Portland not too long ago. And when you get out of the Portland airport, there's a terminal that has a bunch of posters for movies filmed in and around Oregon. And so like Goonies is a major one, but then Kindergarten Cop had a poster. And I said to Elyse, can we go see the tower that the kid put his satellite lasers on? Can we visit the tower?
I just think that Kindergarten Cop, just because it has such great performances from the little kids and also
The little principal.
yeah,
The little principal.
the little principal. and you know, Arnold gets to be a badass and he gets to be genuinely funny and heartwarming. I think it is a better movie than Terminator 2. I'm throwing down the gauntlet. My dream was right.
You're allowed to do that. You're wrong.
Elyse,
but
can you interrupt this?
Let us know in the comments, YouTube and Spotify, if you agree with Zach. You have been listening to Answer for It.
Is it over?
Thanks for listening, everybody.
Thanks for listening. Goodbye.
I'm Elyse Willems. I'm joined by AJ Locascio,
Hello.
Zach Anner,
Hi, I'm sorry about that.
and James Willems.
Hi, everybody. Dominic, also plays a cop, and there's something about Mary.
Oh,
He's like
not
one of the main
Dominic.
cops.
Wait, not Dominic.
No, Dominic's a kid.
Dominic's a kid.
What's the name of the bad guy?
The Chris,
Dominic's dad.
right? Like, what's the first
Crisp?
name? I think it's Crisp, right?
Do you even know this movie?
Who's
Have you
Chris?
seen this movie?
One of the
Coffee Crisp?
Rice Krispie characters.
In my dream.
Snap, Crapple, and
Yep.
Crapple and Crisp.
Oh, Cullen Crisp. I mean, you're not wrong. His name's Cullen
His
Crisp.
name is Crisp?
Yeah.
Wow, look at us making fun of you.
Cullen Crisp Sr.
Cullen Crisp Sr. Hello, I'm
That's-
Cullen Crisp Sr.
Yeah, that sounds like a Stephanie Meyer character.
Ooh.
Anyway, I'm James Willems.
Well, you did that already. Hey, well, Elyse, quick, give us trivia before we talk about something else.
Yeah, you're gonna lose us if you hang on too long. She's looking at her laptop.
Yeah,
but
James is already floating away.
The Magnificent Mangalista?
Mhm.
Mangalista?
Mhm.
Mangalista?
Yep, that's how
Don't
it's
look at
pronounced.
me so hard. I can't see the word.
Is that offensive if I look at you, the Italian
The whole
person in the
time,
room?
yeah. The Magnificent Mangalista.
Sausage was deemed the most expensive sausage in the world back in 2015.
Ooh.
What did it contain shavings of?
Oh, shavings?
Shavings.
Like on top or inside?
contain.
I mean, it's sausage is just a sheath.
I
holding
know, but maybe
whatever
there's
we
a little
wish.
garnish.
I mean, my
Shavings.
first thought is gold.
Not pubes.
How much was it per sausage?
Because when I think of this, I think of that scene in that.
Why would it make it more expensive if there were pubes in it?
Depends on
Elyse?
whose
Depends on whose
pubes.
pubes.
Does
Remember
depend on
in
pubes.
She's All That when the bully like takes his pubes and he puts them on a pizza slice?
Never
No,
No, I don't remember this.
and we don't
I've
we
seen
don't we don't celebrate Freddie Prinze Jr. in this
Excuse
Wow.
on
me.
this podcast.
I
anymore.
disagree. I do not stand
Because
by
Elyse
that
and I
statement.
went to go see.
Don't bring me into this with you.
We went to go see. I know what you did last summer, 2025.
Went to the wrong movie at first.
We went to Together at first, and we're like, "Wow, this is actually pretty artful and cinematic." And then the title
card.
Together came up,
Yeah.
and we're like, "Shit, we're in the wrong movie."
Did you guys not know right away?
Yeah, they explained it, and I do understand.
Oh, okay,
There's a
all right.
break point where I think they knew something was wrong, but up to that break point, I could see maybe being.
Yep.
So how does this make you hate him? Oh.
And Freddie Prinze Jr., God bless him. I gotta say that
At least he has the blessing of God.
God bless
You
him.
can hate on him now.
was the worst part of a terrible movie.
Could it have been the material he had to wear? I don't know.
I
But
would
he's
never
a big
blame
wrestling
him.
guy, right?
But he wrote for WWE for a time. He likes wrestling. I also think seems to have a reputation for being a good dude.
Being a nice guy.
Yeah, we have a lot of
Love his
common
wife.
friends, so I'm staying quiet.
Zach, those are your thoughts. I disagree.
Zach, would you like to take this opportunity to issue an apology to Freddie Prinze Jr.?
No, just because good people, just because people are good doesn't mean that they should be doing the profession that they've chosen.
He has enough roles under his belt to show that he is a good actor.
Zach, why'd you look at AJ when you said that?
Yeah, why did you do that?
I didn't know I was looking at AJ. For those who don't
For
know,
those just joining the
both
podcast
my
now.
eyes are lazy. They drift and go to places where I can't
Are they
control it.
lazy or are they working
was
harder
gonna
than
say
we
they're
could
working-
ever imagine?
They're
Yeah.
going. They're scouting things to bring it back to my brain
I'm
later.
going to say petition to rename the lazy eye to the hardworking
The
eye.
hard-working eye. The 9 to 5 eye.
They're independent.
Yep.
Wait, how did we get from
The
sausage,
pubes, the
cheese, all
shavings.
that. Freddie Prinze Jr.
Freddie Prinze
Mhm.
Jr.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
shavings in the Mangalista sausage. Why was it so pricey?
Well, it has to be. So I can't imagine that it's just gold because people be putting gold on everything.
I
You get
love
gold on
gold.
chocolate.
But
You-
they
I
make
love
it
gold.
pricey.
Yeah, but it's no one's gonna be like, wow, there's gold in that sausage. Like I don't want.
That's how it works for all the other things
It's
that have
stupid.
gold in it. I agree that
Stupid.
it's stupid, but it still works on us because we're
It does.
stupid.
I understand being like, oh, I got an $85 brownie at a restaurant because I want to post a photo of it. But a sausage? No one's posted a photo of a sausage with some gold shavings on it. You did say shavings, though, which also obviously makes me think of gold. Gold.
Put it in your skin box.
Could it be shavings from the skin box?
Oh.
the sausage.
Shavings from the skin box. Oh.
I love sausage. That's a gold member reference. Hey, for people just joining the podcast now, that's a gold member reference, and Zach's eyes go two different ways.
Does anyone remember the Kids in the Hall sausage sketch?
No.
No.
Please tell us about
It's
it.
really great.
We
They're all
need to
gone.
rename this podcast ADHD, the podcast.
Really?
It's very, very creepy. I'll show it to you afterwards.
Okay.
Oh, but the
If
viewers
you're-
don't get to
No.
know anything
If
about
you're-
it?
Scott
if you're
Thompson
listening at
plays
home.
an old man obsessed with sausage, and his son, played by Bruce McCulloch, works at the sausage factory, and he's just like, "Where are the sausages? Where are the sausages?" But I think I think that maybe it's some very rare type of truffle, in
Ooh,
the
that's a good
sausage.
one.
because I know we're obsessed with gold and we eat it, but also, why do we eat it? It's a
That's-
metal.
Well, we have iron and we eat, that's it, just iron.
Yeah.
I eat a lot of rust, but that's by accident. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, you gotta stop sucking on those pipes.
It's the only way I can get water.
AJ's skin is blue from all the silver
Yeah.
he's consuming.
My mom, there was a point where she was like, you got to have all this colloidal silver. When Fukushima blew up, she sent me like a whole bunch of colloidal silver. And because at the time I didn't know any better, I was like, yeah, my mom's telling me. So I took it. And my buddy Nick took it, got really sick.
No.
And it was bad. And we were on our way to Disneyland and he didn't feel well. And I believe we had to turn around. I'm going to say it is some sort of rare animal. Is there something that most people can't? It's an American bald eagle. Shavings of an American bald eagle. It's still out there. It just has like a weird patch of skin.
Well, say you befriend a billionaire and he invites you, or she invites you, or they invite you to.
We would never, by the way.
They invite you to an exclusive diners club
Oh,
where they sample only the rarest of meats,
okay.
Man.
including man.
Yeah.
It's shaving a human
It's got to
being?
be human meat.
Oh,
Human
no.
shavings.
Do you go?
No.
No, no.
No, I don't care.
I wouldn't.
Okay.
Will there be like a
me neither. Me too.
Yeah.
Me not too.
If there's like a cool goodie bag at the end, they're like, hey, we're going to give you a little bag of
An
treats at the
Xbox?
end.
iPod, yeah.
Yeah. An iPod. Perfect. The thing is like, there's a certain threshold of like rich where if they were like, we're giving you a goodie bag, I just wouldn't know what to do with any of it. It would all be like skin fillers, creams. And you ever been to one of those like,
Skin filler.
don't worry about it. Have you ever been to one of those like gifting suites? I've been lucky enough to somehow stumbled into them at Comic-Con when like promoting Gremlins and stuff. And they're like, welcome to this fancy gifting suite. And it's a bag full of things I can't identify. But everyone else around me is like, ooh, that's so expensive. That's so lovely.
yeah.
I'm like, I don't know what any of this is. So I end up giving it to people. That's what that would be. But if it was like Funko giving away stuff, I'd be like, oh, there's a Lord of the Rings wreath in here. Oh, that I want.
That happened to me at Oscars 2018.
Did you go to the
gift
Oscars?
bag that they gave me. I was like, I don't know what any of this stuff is.
It's all for rich people.
What? You were at the Oscars?
No, of course not. It's a comedy podcast.
Oh.
I was gonna say, well, you were at the Oscars.
2018. Who won in 2018? Zach, you'd know more than any of the rest of us.
2018. Let's see, what was going on in 2018?
Kindergarten Cop.
Kindergarten Cop. It was
been
Ben
right
Wright.
Human
Human Meat.
2018. I can't remember a single movie where I identify it as, oh, that's 2018.
Was it Green Book?
No, that was more recent, wasn't it?
It may have been
It was
Green
The
Book.
Blind Side with Sandra Bullock.
No, those two. I don't think it won Best Picture.
Shape of Water.
Shape
of
of
Shape of
Water. Yeah.
I really don't like that movie at all.
Oh,
It's kind of indifferent. I am locking in gold, though I also think human meat is a viable option.
But
And I
here's the
want to
thing.
point out real quick before
Go ahead,
you
go
say
ahead.
what the thing is, I want to point out that Zach having truffle in it is horrific because they probably put the same pigs in the sausage that found the truffles for us in the first place.
That's cruel and sad, and I hate that.
So that's it.
Did you know that they used to believe that truffles popped up because of lightning? Lightning striking the ground is what they used to believe that caused truffles. I just learned this the other day randomly.
That's like if you're a shitty leprechaun instead of a pot at the end of a rainbow.
Oh, it's a bunch of mushrooms. I meet truffles. I summon the lightning, and they shall have hair. That's the worst. Sorry to all our Irish listeners. Well, human meat's too common. We could get human meat right now. Any one of us could volunteer up some of our meat.
Probably, but
so I'm going to say that's too common.
Marketing thing. The Magnificent Mangalista.
I don't think it's
whatever.
legal to sell.
We don't know where this was. This wasn't necessarily
It's in Italy.
here in this
Home of
country.
the non-human
It could have been
eating
anywhere.
folk.
I'm locking in Eddie from Frasier.
Okay, Eddie from
Oh,
Frasier,
no.
American Bald Eagle, and gold.
And I said gold.
And gold.
The correct answer is black truffle.
Whoa!
Yes!
So was it literally they had the piggies in there?
Yeah.
They said go find your counterpart.
What greater honor to a piggy
No.
to have
No.
found that truffle?
To live
To
well
live.
beyond its lifespan in the wild comfortably until it starts to be uncomfortable and then it gets put down.
I hate that.
Well,
I will
kind
say,
way.
of course, our little piggy of the podcast would
Would you
know
gesture
that.
at Zach? You said our little piggy,
Our little
of, the
piggy of the podcast, the honorary piggy of the podcast, would be able to snuffle out a truffle question.
Wait,
Have we not referred to you as the honorary
I've
piggy?
never seen his face.
I know, I've never seen you do that
I've
before.
said so many things to Zach before, and I've never seen him so affronted by being called the little piggy.
Little piggy of the podcast.
I am not the little piggy.
Which kind of piggy of the podcast are you? Our little truffle piggy. It's funny, like in my mind, I was thinking, what's going to happen if I call him the little piggy of the podcast? And I wish we had this filmed. I've never seen you make that face.
like
It was delightful.
It's like he smelled the worst fart. Like someone put a dome over his head and it was filled with the worst fart ever. And he
was
just
trapped in it.
couldn't.
But
catch
also
his-
had somehow had the world's worst lemon at the same
Yeah,
time.
oh,
Like the
yeah.
sourest lemon.
Zach Anner, acclaimed television writer, author,
acclaimed.
Little piggy
activist,
of the podcast.
Little piggy of the podcast.
little piggy of the podcast.
Yeah.
The Magnificent Mangalista also contained mushroom, Stilton cheese, and vintage 1947 port. British butcher Kevin Turner created it. It cost approximately $57 per link.
Oh,
Well, that's not so bad.
Not as
We
much
did
as I
that.
would have thought.
$57 a link?
But it doesn't even have gold in it.
I mean, honestly, like considering where food is at with people being like, I paid $40,000 for this slice of cheesecake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A $57 sausage is pretty reasonable.
We could get 3 links of this sausage here for like $180.
Hold on. Who are you excluding? There's 4 of us sitting
Well,
here.
we're not
and
gonna
you
eat-
said you were going to get 3
I don't eat
links.
pork.
So in your mind,
I don't think
I wouldn't.
I don't think
he'd do it for
He doesn't
the
eat pork.
thrill.
Is
For the thrill.
there pork in it? Because I
the
won't eat it.
wimpy
It's
vegan of
sausage.
the podcast.
Not fully
Didn't
vegan.
work.
Pretty
You couldn't-
close.
You
though.
couldn't make it
Sorry.
stick.
No. That was an interesting, weird one. It's funny, like thinking about if you were to go to, was it Worcestershire downtown, the sausage place?
Oh,
you would have to pay
Worcestershire.
about half that to get a normal sausage.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
$26 for just like a normal meal.
How
It's
do you
ridiculous.
know how much it costs to get a sausage, AJ, if you
I've
don't
eaten
eat
there.
pork? What do
Haven't
you
had-
eat? Butt?
Pork? They have snake sausage.
Really?
They
I
don't
would
have to do
not eat
anything
that.
to
I would
it.
throw up.
They just take the snake and they just pinch off the ends.
yeah, they just go. They
Done.
just. I love snakes. I wouldn't want to eat one. I think snakes are adorable.
I've eaten gator.
Bet you
I've
have,
also had
you
gator.
Southern Belle, you.
I've had
You're
gator.
not going to call me the pig of the podcast?
No, the Southern Belle, the podcast, just
Ooh.
swimming around mouth agape in a swamp down in
I
Florida.
do declare that gator will be delicious.
She's back. All the gators shiver in fear when you take a swim.
If you live in the UK and your job title is Lollipop Lady, what do you do?
This sounds bizarrely familiar. This is tickling something in the back of my brain.
Do not confuse it with the Lollipop Kids, the Lollipop Guild from Wizard of Oz.
Can you believe they were unionized?
Yeah, I was going to say,
We
do they get
can't
health
a union
insurance?
to save our life. I've been doing so many things. I'm never in a union. We don't
Yeah.
have any protections. But in Oz, in Munchkin Land,
Those little principals got it together.
Yeah.
the people who are in charge of candy,
Also, the Lullaby League. Don't
Yeah,
forget
I
the
mean,
Lullaby League.
the league. I can't tell. We don't know. The
League, I feel like you joined, but you
Yeah.
have no protections.
Yeah,
I was-
the league is they're hobbyists.
I was always a little, disturbed is maybe the wrong word, but I always felt like that that gif where it's what's his name pointing at the TV when the Lullaby League showed up because there was one tall person. And that always kind of weirded me out.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Leonardo DiCaprio,
Yeah.
thank
Time
you.
in
Yeah,
Hollywood.
yeah. Where there's like one tall person in the Lullaby League who sort of floats in. I'm like, oh, wait, that's not a munchkin. That's just a girl.
First
You're
of all,
right.
I don't think we can call them munchkins anymore, even though they're
That's the
They're
name of
canonically,
them
that's what
from
they're
the
called.
Movie.
well, they're also credited as the munchkins.
I think there's no other way to refer to them in this context.
I don't love it.
Well, he's not talking about the actors themselves.
No, I'm saying
No.
that is the race that they are. Is that would they be munchkin?
I feel like we're going
Now we're getting a
deeper
little
into a
weird.
hole
Well,
here.
let me just say something we don't talk about enough is the fact that there's a Lollipop Guild, there's the Lullaby League.
Right.
What other groups are there that we're not mentioning?
There's the funeral for. There's the guy that shows up that's like the corridor of munchkin. He's got to be in a
the
group.
Gumdrop Teamsters.
Yeah, the
Who?
Gumdrop Guild. No, that's it. It's just
That's
the
it.
two. Everyone
Okay.
works for those two companies
Yeah,
making
that's it.
lullabies or the
Yeah,
lollipops.
we're not going to be workshopping the Wizard of Oz on this podcast.
We'll save that for our workshopping wizard podcast.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
I can't believe we're
lollipop.
launching another.
Say it again. Sorry, what was the title?
If you live in the UK
Okay.
and your job title is Lollipop Lady, what do you do?
I think I know what this is. I think I know.
Because you're a candy man.
Yeah. And I also think, is there something, it feels a little bit sexist that there's
Ooh.
a lollipop lady, but I will go and say nurse.
Oh.
Like a candy striper.
Yeah.
Like a candy striper.
What
Not
about-
to be confused with Candy the stripper.
Right. Two different
R.I.P..
things. So she is studying. she is back in school
She
studying.
died how she lived. Oh, in my world, she was dead.
Oh.
You created a
Oh,
different.
I
yeah.
created a world where she succeeds.
Mysterious
No, no.
circumstances that we are not connected to in any way
No,
whatsoever.
have nothing to do with this. I'm going to say a crossing guard because they're holding up a sign that looks like a lollipop.
Oh my gosh.
that's
that's a great
smart.
answer too.
Thank you. But also they don't really call them. What do they call them in the UK? They don't call them lollipops. They call them
Lollies.
lollies. Oh no, I'm thinking of ice pops. They call them ice lollies. Yeah, oh, one of those ice lollies.
You're Sid Vicious and you're asking for an ice lolly.
Yeah. Oh, what an ice lolly. He's got a
James?
sore throat.
I was thinking like an airplane steward.
Steward.
What it was?
I am the
Flight
steward of
attendant.
airplane.
Flight attendant.
Flight attendant.
Yeah. I was thinking like a flight attendant.
But
Because
what happens
maybe-
once they cross the border? Do they change? Do they
well,
become flight
from where your hub is?
Oh,
You
okay.
know, if your hub is London Heathrow, then
Oh.
that's a callback to a
Gatwick.
previous episode. Then that's just what you're considered, or British Airways, because of some sort of old thing where they used to hand out lollipops on flights before they had.
I
peanuts
wish that
or
was.
something.
I wish they still did that.
That's my theory.
I'm locking in crossing guard, especially since we were so long winded on the last one. We got to make up for time.
Yeah.
But people are enjoying it. They're loving this podcast.
They didn't love that last
we don't,
one.
We don't know
Fast
that
forward
for
15.
sure.
Fast forward 15.
Yeah,
They're still talking.
they're still talking about what were we talking about? Freddie Prinze Jr. Yeah,
Yeah.
A lollipop lady is an informal British term for a school crossing guard.
Wow, nice job.
Oh.
Great
Heck yeah.
job.
I don't know where that came from. I was just thinking, what looks like a lollipop?
It makes sense.
Damn.
I also agreed it's a little too gendered because it's often a woman who assists pedestrians in safely crossing roads. They use a
Interesting.
distinctive lollipop-shaped sign to signal to drivers to stop.
Wow.
Exactly what you said.
Can I be impressed with myself?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You nailed it.
That's crazy. Also, it's weird that that's a gendered, or that's a thing that's commonly known as being a woman's job. I wonder why. I
Follow-up trivia. How does a lollipop lady normally kill? What is her weapon of choice?
Wouldn't it be the sign?
Yeah.
Yes.
Poison, James. Poison is a woman's weapon. Oh, come on.
James, come on.
Wait,
You'll
come
find
on.
out.
Go
Don't
with
worry,
the
James.
Who
You'll learn.
stars in the
We'll teach
movie
him.
The Crossing Guard?
I don't know.
Is that-
Dennis
is that-
Leary, probably.
Dennis Leary.
Is that-
It's Leary.
I was going to say,
Come on,
is that a
kids.
Jack Nicholson?
You want to cross the street?
Yeah. You want to? Has Dennis Leary ever played a role where he wasn't angry? Has he ever
Dennis-
been in something where he was like a happy
Dennis
guy?
Leary?
Yeah,
Um,
because it's not Small Soldiers.
He literally wrote a song saying he's an asshole.
This is true.
So,
Dennis Leary. He was in Amazing Spider-Man.
And he
Oh,
was
yeah.
angry.
Captain Stacy.
Oh, yeah.
Captain Stacy.
Yeah.
He was angry the whole time. His
No,
last wish
was
was,
he?
please
He
don't
wasn't
date my
angry.
I
daughter.
don't think he was angry. I think he was
I
pretty
feel like
reasonable.
he was a good. he was actually pretty good in that. I'm
And
like,
then-
what's
he
Dennis
wasn't
Leary
nice.
doing here?
and then at the end of the movie, Sandlot. Sandlot.
What is he doing?
He's the stepdad. He's the stepdad, and he's deaf, constantly trying to open up to his little kid. And even when
I don't remember this that well.
The kid ruins his baseball.
Did we
That's
ever
his
talk
favorite
about the
baseball.
fact that Gwen Stacy's dying, her dad's dying wish was please don't date my daughter?
I talk about it all the time. That's why I hate those movies. I hate those movies so much.
I have so many issues with those movies.
Because at the end of that movie, he goes, listen, do what you're going to do. Just don't drag my daughter into this. And he goes, completely understand. Then there's a montage.
He says what? And he takes out his AirPods.
There's a 5-minute montage. And then he goes, and it ends with him going to ask her to date.
Yeah.
And then the same thing. And then in Amazing Spider-Man 2, what he warned him about happens. Gwen Stacy dies. Spoiler alert from 1969 or whatever.
Yeah.
And then he goes, I learned my lesson, but he doesn't learn his lesson because he watches her speech and realizes that it doesn't matter if she's dead. He should still be Spider-Man recklessly anyway. Lesson learned. Those are the themes of those two movies.
Well, how many answer for it are we going to debate the Amazing Spider-Man
Every
films?
single one.
Enough.
Because we've already debated these films on the podcast.
But not this aspect.
You were only talking about Peter Parker, his performance, which I also argue is bad.
There's very little about those movies that I like other than the suit in Spider-Man 2. I think the suit is very pretty looking.
I'm going to say I loved Jamie Foxx's Electro.
No, you didn't.
I did. I
You
thought
did not.
that section of Amazing Spider-Man 2 was the best part because it was like a Tim Burton movie. It was completely out of time and space from everything else.
It's one of the most baffling pieces of cinema I've ever. When I first watched that and the song was happening, where it's his inner monologue done through song, done through like Radiohead or who did the actual song, where he's like, they hate me. They don't
when
like
they're fighting?
me. Yeah, when they're fighting and it's his inner monologue. That was one of the most like, wait, is this the song? Is
Changed
this
my
in his
mind.
brain?
I love Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Perfect film. 10 out of 10.
You ever feel like against all odds you learned something from this podcast, but wish you could dive a little bit deeper? Well, it sounds like Secret Galaxy is perfect for you.
Secret Galaxy is a YouTube channel that I am obsessed with, and James is too, that specializes in entertaining bite-sized documentaries about all things pop culture from the 1970s through the 20-teens.
Yeah, they have a weekly history of series that covers who, what, when, where, why of everything from Choose Your Own Adventure books to Voltron, even Crystal Pepsi. Those are actually two separate videos that they have about that. So it's kind of crazy.
It's not one video that comes out? Okay.
Two of them.
Two of them. So it's hosted by Dan Larson, who is a lifelong toy collector and also a sweetheart. We all love Dan. Sometimes we'll text each other about blow molds. If you don't know what that is, look it up. Make sure you spell it all right. And also, he's the first person in the history of Instagram to use the hashtag SpiderDong.
Which is a good thing or a bad thing. I'm not entirely sure, but I know he's great. One of my absolute favorite Secret Galaxy videos is the history of the Sonic the Hedgehog cartoons, because there were two of them at the same time that were like competing with each other, and one was serious and one wasn't. And as a kid, I had no idea what was going on. But watching their video as an adult, I went, oh, that makes perfect sense.
Fruit stripe gum. There's a little 15-minute video about the history of fruit stripe gum, and it's the kind of thing that I was like, oh, I didn't know I needed this, but I am glued to learning what is the history of this. Also, Muscle. There's so many things that I didn't think I would need to know about. Like, do you remember Muscle, the little fleshy men?
I do.
There's a whole video about them. It's fantastic.
They upload new episodes every single Thursday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
And additional episodes are available exclusively to YouTube channel members and Patreon backers. Find them at patreon.com/toygalaxy.
And I think the best thing about the channel is that if they haven't covered something that you're interested in yet, which they almost certainly have, they will. It's awesome. We're always talking about how, oh, this new video dropped. Oh my God, they're covering this thing or that thing. And it's just an obsession of ours. So check out Secret Galaxy on YouTube right now. Hey everyone, James here to let you know that on October 8th, we're bringing Answer for It to the Bell House in New York City. Elyse and I will be joined by several special guests, including Julia and Jacob from Drawfee. Follow us on Instagram at Answer for It Show for ticket information. We hope to see you there.
This is a science question.
Oh boy.
What does Uranus smell like?
Sulfur.
Yeah, sulfur is the first thing that comes to mind.
What a funny question. Or does it not have atmosphere? Therefore, we can't, like, does it not have like
think it has atmosphere.
I'll repeat
right? Isn't it
The
mostly?
question.
Okay, say
What
it
does
slower.
Uranus smell like?
Can you spell the question?
No.
Oh.
This is a prank question. It's, of course, Uranus, the planet, and the smell is rotten eggs due to the presence of hydrogen sulfide in its atmosphere. Got you guys.
We were right
Wow.
there.
Got
We both
you
said
assholes.
sulfur.
Holes.
I didn't even have time to guess.
No, the Piggy of the podcast didn't get.
Damn it. Damn it.
No.
That's going to be on a shirt.
He was too busy looking for truffles.
He is not the Piggy of the podcast.
The
He is
little
not
Piggy
the
of the
trivia swine. He is not whatever else you want to call him.
Oh, the trivia swine. Now that's a title worthy of a t-shirt.
I'm going to have to title this episode Trivia Swine so we can find it, make sure people can find it easily.
Trivia swine, parentheses, Piggy of the podcast.
Piggy of the podcast.
Oh my God.
I like the little principal is a good name for the
That's also a good one, too.
this episode. The little principal.
This beloved actress has starred in movies with both Ian Holm and Elijah Wood, aka Bilbo and Frodo Baggins. She was also in a movie with Kieran Shaw, aka Elijah Wood's scale double in Lord of the Rings. Who is she?
Just
Ian
think of all
Holm.
the movies Ian Holm has been in.
Now I could
Alien.
give you a selection of, I could either give you the movies she was in with Ian Holm and Elijah Wood, or I could give you a selection of actresses to choose from.
Well, hold on. I'm
Yeah,
just trying to think of
I
what
wanna
Kieran
be-
Shaw's been in.
Yeah.
Because he's been in Neverending Story,
Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings. He's in Raiders of the Lost Ark. He's the little boy that checks there's like a moment where the dates get poisoned and he pops his head out the door to look around and then closes it. Little known fact. This is very interesting. Kieran throws a whole wrench into this, but is he on camera or is he behind the scenes?
Well, he's on camera because he's a scale double.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But is he-
He's in catering.
He's okay. Well, but sometimes he's a stunt person, so he won't be featured as like an actor in it. He'll be featured as like in Neverending Story, he's a featured actor, but in Lord of the Rings, he's a scale double.
He appears on camera either
He's
way.
on camera.
You see-
All right, I meant as Kieran. Is he going to get credited as Kieran?
No.
He's going to do what he does for his job, which
Okay.
is to
Be a little
act
principal.
sometimes. Yeah.
He's
No,
also
he's
in
not. That's it. He's not the little principal in
Kindergarten Cop.
Zach,
No, she's saying that he's a little principal actor.
do you get mad if people talk shit about Kindergarten Cop?
I think it's a masterpiece.
Clearly.
I also may have made a mistake. It might be Deep Roy that is in Neverending
Yeah,
Story.
Deep
It's
Roy
Kieran
is never
Shaw.
ending story.
Yeah, Kieran Shaw was in the Narnia Chronicles.
I'm checking here and we're getting a lot of hate messages from you.
Yeah.
From Kieran
you
Shaw
didn't
and Deep
correct
Roy
yourself
fans.
fast enough.
So Kieran was in the Narnia Chronicles as the driver. They're very similar characters. One rides a snail and one drives snow creatures.
Who is this actor?
Tilda
We're not getting
Swinton.
any closer to the answer.
Tilda Swinton.
Tilda
With
Swinton.
Ian Holm and Elijah Wood?
I got nothing for Ian. But this is all based on
Well,
Kieran Shaw.
Okay, so again, I can either give you the movies as a clue or some
I want to hear
actresses.
from Zach because AJ talked himself into nuts.
Yeah, there were so many circles around.
He just,
Yeah, but I gave
was
you
like, he was like, I'm going to
information.
narrow it
Yeah.
down. And then he just essentially broadened
I would
everything.
say not unlike a pig rolling around in its own filth in a barnyard. Did
Piggy the
AJ
podcast. That's what your nickname is.
I'm the,
Piggy the podcast,
I'm
AJ.
the Kieran Shaw lover of the podcast.
Piggy the podcast.
My
That's
goodness.
the one.
Zach, what you're better at filmographies. I'm
Thank
going to
you.
default to you. Ian Holm. I'm trying to think of all the things he's been in. Alien. That's it.
I'm gonna go.
Alien Romulus.
I'm gonna go randomly. I'm gonna go Heather Graham.
Heather Graham. Well, what has Heather Graham been with Elijah Wood?
We don't know.
Okay, so you're just basing it. You just pulled the name out of your
What
hat.
has she been in
No
with
one's
Ian
trying to narrow
Holm?
this down.
I can't think
From
of what
hell?
Elijah.
Of course.
What has Elijah Wood been in that is not Lord of the Rings? That is not the movie North.
Radio
Or Sin City.
Flyer.
Okay.
He was in that movie. What is it? Maniac.
The Good Son.
Are we just gonna? Can we? Is Lord of the Rings not an answer? Can we just say Lord of the Rings and it's every
No,
woman
she
in that movie?
specifically
Who is the
phrased-
actress?
What's the Cate Blanchett?
I guess technically that is true.
That is very
It's-
true because you didn't say we couldn't say Lord
It's
of the Rings.
technically true.
Cate Blanchett.
But it's other movies too.
It robs the fun of the
If
question.
it's just Lord of the Rings, which I just assumed we were not allowed to
believe that this actress
was in these movies.
There's one actress who's been in a movie with these three actors from
Liv
the Lord
Tyler.
of the Rings.
Yeah, Liv Tyler.
Miranda Otto.
If it's the answer's Lord of the Rings, I'm leaving the podcast.
I don't think I'm
The
ever going
answer
to get.
has to be a person.
It has to be
Yeah.
a person.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Easy.
Duh. Cate Blanchett.
Oh, I guess the Lord of the Rings, technically a person.
This
Yeah.
is true. It's Sauron. Sauron is, and we don't know well, I guess we do know the gender of
Yeah,
Sauron.
we do. I
Would
don't
you
think
like
I'm
me to
going to
give you-
Yeah,
Give
we're
us-
gonna,
give
I'm
us
gonna need
some
a
kind
clue
of
You
or
want the
something.
movies or the actresses to choose from?
Give us
Just
the
the
movies.
Movies.
The ice. You're gonna know. You're gonna know when I tell you the movie. So I'm gonna give you the actresses.
Oh, okay, you said the ice and then
The Ice Storm.
Tilda Swinton.
no.
But if you give us the actresses, then we're just going to be guessing one of them. If you give us the movies, then we figured it out.
Well, you can
and
make an
we'll feel
educated
smart.
guess if I give you the actresses.
We have no education.
A. Jamie Lee Curtis. B. Carrie Ann Moss. C. Michelle Yeoh. D. Sigourney Weaver. Or E. Linda Hamilton.
I'm going to say Carrie Ann Moss only because Elyse told this story recently about seeing her in person, and maybe that made her think of this question.
Saw her in person like 9 years ago.
Yeah, but you told the story recently, so maybe you told the story and you were like, had Carrie Ann Moss on the brain, so then you started searching for trivia about her.
If that's what you think.
That's what I think. Carrie Ann Moss, locked in.
I'm going to say Sigourney Weaver just because I can't think of any. I don't really know much about the rest of
The
those
only name that
actors.
registered in your brain as I read them.
as a
Yeah.
name that I know. Yeah.
Weaver. What did she?
Yeah,
what she
Sigourney
been in
Weaver. Sure.
Alien.
with Elijah Wood.
But she was also Sigourney Weaver was in Snow White: A Tale of Terror.
Which Kieran Shaw could have been in.
Could have been in.
That's it. She was in Galaxy
Well-
Quest, which maybe Kieran Shaw played a person in it.
I would say maybe Kieran Shaw was in Ghostbusters or Ghostbusters 2.
Sigourney Weaver, final answer.
That was a good guess, Piggy the podcast.
Oh, hey.
The answer is Sigourney Weaver.
Whoa. What are the movies?
Well, she was in The Ice Storm with Elijah Wood.
Okay.
And then she was in Alien with Ian Holm and Kieran Shaw. Kieran Shaw was Newt's stunt double
Oh,
in
Oh,
places. Yeah.
interesting.
Or double, at least. Maybe not stunt double, but double.
What about Cate Blanchett? Would she?
She
also
is not
work?
in the equation.
She would work.
Okay. She would work fine.
That would be an answer.
Where did the hair accessory, the bobby pin, get its name from?
Bobby Moynihan.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Bobby Moynihan,
Friend of the
There's-
podcast, Bobby
Oh, I
Moynihan.
wish.
friend of the podcast. If we just say it.
Friend of the podcast. People don't know that we're lying.
Well, I was telling everyone before we started this episode that this podcast is your favorite podcaster's favorite podcast. That's what we're slowly finding out. If you love a podcast, that podcaster loves this podcast. Now, you don't listen to it,
No.
no.
and their audience doesn't listen to it.
But they do.
We
But
are an
they do,
audience
and they
of
love it.
podcasters.
There are dozens of
They
listeners.
Love it.
So Bobby Moynihan invented the bobby pin. He got into a DeLorean, went back in time, put a pin in his head and said, I invented this. And Bobby Moynihan, I love Figment and Dreamfinder on Bobby Moynihan.
Loves the Muppets.
And the Muppets on Bobby
I think
Moynihan.
it's Robert F. Kennedy. Bobbert
F.
Senior?
Pin.
Bobby Kennedy?
Yes, yeah, Bobby Kennedy.
The Bobby pin.
I have a...
Your hair is everywhere.
Oh,
Ethel, your hair is everywhere.
I think if it's named after a man, I think that would be unfortunate.
It's almost certainly.
I think I have an idea.
Millie Bobby Brown.
That's who it
Oh.
is. That's who it is. Not the Millie pin. They went with the
No.
middle name.
Oh, the Millie pin sounds cute. I want a Millie pin. It's a little Millie pin. I'm going to say the Bobbies who had to wear the hats, like they got those big stupid hats they got to wear. Maybe that's what holds them to their head. And they invented the Bobby pin to hold the hat. She's nodding.
She likes it.
She likes
She
it.
likes it.
Hey,
likes
Mikey,
it.
he likes it.
Well, I do have 4 multiple choice questions. Would you
Don't
like
need
me...
it because we both got it
Because we
right.
solved it.
Would you like me to give you the multiple choice options?
I don't need multiple choice.
Yeah. Good day, mate. I'm from England.
You know
And
what?
I've got a big hat. I've got a
Elyse,
yeah.
I'll take the multiple choice. These two can plug their ears.
Okay, I won't listen.
A, since the pin was much lighter in material and weight than its hairstyle predecessors, it would effectively bob when placed in water.
You made that up.
B, named after a similar pin that a bobby the informal name for a British police officer would use to secure his hat in place.
Heyo.
Oh, whoa!
Hey-o.
Whoa!
Hold on,
The
we're waiting.
Piggy
Hold
of the
on, wait.
podcast is on fire.
Wait, hold on. Next one's going to say Attorney General.
Do you smell that? It smells like smoked pork.
Smells like,
He's
Here we
on
come.
fire.
All right, option C,
C.
Attorney General.
Attorney General Robert Kennedy Sr.
Go on.
C. Luis Marcus, a San Francisco cosmetics manufacturer, decided to name the pin after the chic bob hairstyle.
oh, that's a good one.
D. The pin was popularized by fashion model Roberta Livingston, nicknamed Bobby.
And E, Attorney
Just the
General.
Linda Hamilton.
Yeah.
Attorney General. Well, because AJ's guess answer was one of the multiple choice, I guess I'll change it to AJ's guess answer.
Heyo.
Okay.
It's going to be one of the hair ones, though, probably. It's like, oh, it's named after Bobby the girl, the lovely Bobby Bob, Bobby Millie Brown.
Would you like me to tell you what the answer is? Or Zach, you got any
has to
Zach, you
ideas?
got one after
Zach
that?
has to guess.
No, I
My little
don't
truffle
think me
piggy.
selecting one of the other answers would add anything to the podcast.
The answer is C.
Oh.
Come on, that was a good guess, though.
Luis Marcus named it after the bob hairstyle because women would style their bobs and then to hold them in place, they'd use the bobby pin, hence the hairpin's new nickname.
Nice. That's cute.
Yeah.
So-
Did
but
you
that
come up
means-
with the other answer, the Bobby hat?
I can't remember if I took this from like a trivia book or something.
Oh.
I
Either
may-
way,
I may
some
have.
creativity.
Some little creative brain.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
creative
I like
brains.
that. you-
The brother sister of the
kinda got there.
podcast.
Maybe you get a better book.
The
they
twins
said.
of the podcast.
Attorney
That's you and me.
General
Don't try
Bobby
to-
Kennedy.
AJ's trying to change
Trying to get out from
the
under
narrative
this.
of him
No.
being the
Trying to get
Piggy
out
of
from
the
under
He's
this.
grasping at straws.
Yeah. trying to get out.
Classic
Yeah.
Piggy procedure.
Yeah, the handsome one of the podcast, they call me. They're always
ooh.
saying the smart one of the podcast, I hear.
I liked your favorite podcaster's favorite podcast. I like that.
Oh, thanks, Elyse.
If only it were all true.
Oh, it is true.
Oh, okay. He said it.
Isn't that right? Mark Maron.
Whoa.
Friend of the podcast.
Iris was known as the Greek god of the rainbow. What did she travel on rainbows to do?
What did she travel in?
And
On
don't
rainbows
say
to
to
do.
nag.
Wow,
Okay.
I wasn't going to. I was going to say to direct pedestrians crossing
Children
streets.
Oh.
crossing the street. Yeah. Nothing. To do fuck all. She's doing whatever the hell she wants. Why
That's
she
the
got to do
one
anything?
answer that you can't give.
Is she did nothing.
explicitly said she traveled in rainbows to do something.
Yeah.
No, she's traveling because she wants to, and she's a free woman, and she's
No.
she's already a goddess,
There's no
right?
such
No,
thing as
it's
a
the
free
very
woman.
pots of gold for leprechauns eventually to
The
identify.
male leprechauns to
Little
lay those down for men.
Crossing of Greek and Celtic mythology there.
Yeah.
Is it
Well,
considered Celtic?
Are leprechauns considered? Yeah.
I
How
don't know
far
if it
back
goes
do
as
they
deep
go?
as Celtic, but maybe.
Probably.
Does it?
I don't
I
know.
mean, our
Samhain.
modern
Yeah.
interpretation, right? Our modern interpretation is probably different than what it stems from, right?
Maybe. I mean, yeah, during the ancient Samhain festivals, do you think that maybe a couple leprechauns popped out of those flames?
Oh.
No? You don't
We
think
all
so?
know from Halloween 2 that it's Samhain. That's what it is.
I was watching it was Sabrina, The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, and the main head warlock kept saying Sam Hain, and I'm like, could you guys just not this is like the head warlock of the entire show, who's supposed to be like I am the old man who runs this school, and he kept going Sam Hain, and I was like, come on, you guys couldn't just go to Google and listen to how to pronounce that correctly? Maybe
yeah,
crazy.
when Sabrina the Teenage Witch was being made, they could just go to Google.
Not Sabrina, no, Chilling
No,
Adventures of Sabrina.
Oh, the new.
The
Yeah.
new show
Oh.
with Kieran Shaw as the star.
Shipka.
Kieran Shipka. Yeah, no, that made me crazy.
What was this woman doing on rainbows?
What was she doing on rainbows? She was making a happy little. She's making a rainbow.
How can you not come up with something? Your
Hello.
answers have been
What if
she's
I
doing
don't-
nothing.
what if I don't
She's
want
been
her?
doing nothing or making a rainbow.
What
which
if I
are neither
don't want her to
answers.
do anything?
I
It
think
doesn't answer the question.
Couldn't she just be on a rainbow having a good time?
I think she's coming to bring death and destruction.
Yeah.
That's something, AJ. You see how he came up with something?
Don't shame him. He's just a little piggy of the podcast. He can't come up with every answer.
Listen, as the resident little piggy of the podcast, it is my job to just consume and sniff out truffles, and I don't have to answer anything, I think. I think she made rainbows, and that's enough.
Could we get clues in the Goo Goo Dolls song Iris?
Oh, body. She was body surfing.
Wait, what?
in the movie City of Angels, which that song is famously a part of, after Nicolas Cage gives up his immortality so that way he could be human, so that way he could sleep with Meg Ryan, and she gets hit by a truck.
She was
while she's
blessing the
biking.
crops. She was
He's
blessing the crops.
What's the point of doing all of this until he goes body surfing and he realizes that was the point?
Okay. All right. She was blessing crops so that there'd be a good harvest. For locking it in.
Okay, and you're locking in body surfing.
Body surfing.
Oh, I originally said burying gold.
And Zach said oink, oink, oink.
Zach said delivering death.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I said delivering death and destruction because I think that would be funny.
I think Zach's the closest because
Okay.
that could,
Yes.
that could be one of the things she was delivering because she would deliver messages from and to the gods or run errands and had no unique mythology of her own.
Well, that sucks.
So
is like a little bridge.
nothing was the
Yeah, so AJ was technically right.
I was
She
right
didn't
up
have
front.
jack
nothing
all to
was
do.
the closest.
After all that.
After,
Well, no, she might have. One of those messages might have been a message of death and destruction. She delivered it.
Oh, so she was
so she was like Hermes?
she was
She was a messenger.
she was a mail carrier.
Yeah, she was. She ferried things. She had
That
no
makes
real
sense.
purpose.
They thought they were
Wait,
bridges.
hold on. Did she ferry things or did she have no real purpose? Those are two different
She
things.
traveled upon the rainbows to deliver messages.
My initial answer sounds very correct then if she
No,
had
I
no real
changed my mind.
purpose.
No, she had a purpose.
She
It
was just
deliver
having a great
messages.
time.
No, that's not what.
If I
that's
can make
not what she said.
rainbows,
No.
You know, they say that pigs are supposed to be smart,
that's elephants.
intelligent.
That's elephants.
No, it's pigs.
It's pigs.
No, it's pigs. Pigs are
Mm.
smart.
It's pigs.
You've proven me twice here. We should have a stick that's like the Piggy of the podcast stick, and then
And you
every
pass it
episode
around.
it gets passed to whoever the Piggy of the podcast is.
My dad told me once when I was a kid that the worst thing that happened to cowboys, he gets shot with his own gun, and I'm feeling a little bit like that right now.
That's what your dad said was the worst thing that could happen, like ever.
As we know about my dad
Or only
facts,
to cowboys.
just to cowboys. As we know
Okay,
about my
okay.
dad facts, they come out of nowhere. They are intense and often wrong.
I was just interpreting it as he said, this is the worst thing ever. You're
No,
a
no, no.
cowboy, you get shot by your own gun. I'm like, how often would that come up?
I don't know.
I don't
I
worry
don't
about
know
that at all.
But I remember him
But
saying
it's a
that
cowboy fact.
It's a cowboy fact.
Yeah.
But we were watching a cowboy movie, and you know the worst thing that happened to a cowboy? Get shot with his little gun. And I was like, okay, I'm 5. So I will
Yeah.
accept this fact.
Yeah. And all cowboys have their names written on their guns.
Yeah.
So you know.
During an interview with the LA Times in 2010, an interviewer compared this singer to fellow folk musician Bob Dylan. The singer got incredibly defensive and refuted the comparison, saying, "We are like night and day, Dylan and I. Bob is not authentic at all. He's a plagiarist, and his name and voice are fake." And the singer is a woman, I'll tell you that too.
I think I know.
Go, you know?
I think.
Was it Milli Vanilli?
Do you think Milli Vanilli is a woman?
No, I know they're not, but I'm going to go with Milli Vanilli.
You know, they learned how to sing their, well, actually, I'm so sorry. One of them actually has sadly passed, but the other one has learned to sing their own songs.
M. Night Shyamalan.
He doesn't know what singers are, I guess.
What qualifies as singing? At what point does your talking have to become more melodic to be considered singing?
Fiona Apple.
Oh, from Shrek?
Yep, that's how she's known.
It's someone who's more of Bob's era.
I'm going to say Joni Mitchell.
Because they kind of both have that weird, like, folksy sort of.
Macy Gray, the Bob Dylan of our time. She's got a sound that you either really like it or just never want to hear it.
Okay, similar to, are we still on the same, the first, did we start this episode with the Terminator 2 thing?
Yes.
Yes, we've
Yeah.
been doing this
We
episode
did.
for 1,000 years.
Okay,
The
well,
machines have risen since we
yesterday,
started this.
Yesterday I was at Finney's and listening to the music that they have, and I was like, oh, there was this little song on, and I was like, wow, this is the worst Bob Dylan song I've ever heard. And I was like, sure, it was a Bob Dylan song. And it was Volcano by Jimmy Buffett.
How could you possibly have
Well,
gotten the two confused?
Listen to it and tell me that doesn't sound like Bob Dylan.
Jimmy Buffett, final answer.
I like in the way that people say Suspicion is the best Hitchcock movie that he never made, saying that that's the
Volcano.
Yeah, Volcano
is the worst Bob Dylan song he never wrote.
made.
I
Yeah.
don't know where I'm gonna go. Yeah, that sounds exactly like Paul. I'm gonna go when the volcano blows.
How did you? Okay.
I don't know. It sounds the least like a Bob Dylan song I've ever thought about.
It sounds so much like Bob Dylan. You have no idea.
What's Bob Dylan's obsession with cheeseburgers?
Zach got it. It's Joni Mitchell.
Okay.
Wow.
She's got beef with Bob.
Yeah.
Beef
I guess
with Bob.
So. You had to be close to him. She knows something we don't.
Bob Dylan invented the bobby pin.
Oh,
Name it
that
after
explains
me.
My hair's always falling down.
I don't know where I'm gonna go when the volcano blows.
This has been Answer For It, a comedy podcast disguised as a trivia podcast. If you like this show, we have an upcoming live show in New York City at the Bell House. A little bit different. It's more of a panel trivia show. James, you want to talk about
Very
it?
competitive. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of more like a panel show. We have 3 teams that'll be competing with my trivia. And my trivia is way less interesting than Elise's trivia, but it tries to be funnier.
It's handsomer.
It's handsomer. I
Handsomer
would
trivia.
say. We'll have cool guests. We'll have a lot of live audience interaction. It's going to
When
be a
is
really
it?
fun time. It's Wednesday, October 8th at the Bell House in Brooklyn.
The Lord's Day.
The Lord's Day, Wednesday, hump day.
Hopefully, by the time you listen to this, there are still tickets.
Yeah, hopefully there's some tickets. We also have some meet and greet tickets if you want to meet Elyse and I.
Hopefully.
Ooh, with shavings of what upon it?
That's a great question.
Mm.
I don't know. I'm probably going to put those eagle
Eagle
feathers
shavings?
or whatever.
It was the skin of an eagle. They pluck them
Yeah.
first, then they put a little shaving on it.
Yeah. You can get tickets probably linked in the description of this podcast, or you can go to the Bell House's website and get tickets there. But yeah, come check us out. It's going to be fun. We've never done something on the East Coast like this before. So.
Yay. And I wrote a book.
I was just going to say, if you are a spooky lover, a Halloween lover, AJ has just the book for you.
I got just the book. It's called Spoops, Little Spirits of Halloween, and it is my homage or my send up to old Halloween specials that I grew up with, and Cat in the Hat and Night Before Christmas and Hocus Pocus and all the things I love. It's a cute little rhyming book, and it's available wherever books are sold.
I saw you were just at Romans.
I love Romans.
I love Romans, but you did not invite me to this book signing. I
You
would have
didn't
come.
invite any
I
of
didn't go.
us.
It wasn't a book signing. I just literally showed up and I signed a bunch of books they had on a counter.
Creepy.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
not his
so,
books,
so
though.
you vandalized.
Yeah, it
Vandalized.
wasn't his books.
How many copies of Twilight did you sign?
Don't worry about it. I don't know how to spell Stephanie.
Thank you so much for subscribing and listening to Answer For It. There are new episodes every single Tuesday.
What if we miss a week?
We'll never miss a week because if we do, everyone will leave us.
We failed.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, we'll all be failures and we might as well die.
We got to do this forever.
Pretty
Yeah.
much. Or at least until you get to like 300, 400 episodes. Then you can start to syndicate because people have not. Anyway, let us
We
know
need to
down in
end
the
this.
comments
Yeah.
whether or not Kindergarten Cop or Terminator 2 are the better films.